Every man, they good at hiding the desire to be an alpha male, but still they wants to be a magnet for women, so that everyone would reach out to him and want to be close to him. I hope that today we will laugh with you together over this desire, because the image of an alpha male is invented. He does not exist in real life, and most likely he is simply misleading you wrongly. I hasten to remind you that in order to be success among the women, it is necessary to eliminate the herbivorous firmware in your head. And for this, today we will carry out a general cleaning in your mind. For more details, you can find out how to interact and control women emotions on my YouTube channel. So subscribe now and continue to enjoy invaluable information that will change your life already today after watching that video. Today we will throw in the trash all the illusions about the alpha male. In general, the false ideal of the alpha male is a good for some kind of not strong minds of adolescents, or for a dramatic opera on TV. But in life, in real life, everything works really completely different. In the traditional sense, Pop Alpha is essentially like a kind of fake leader. In order to have real authority, you need to be a real leader, not imitate his behavior. Let's think about what kind of man is represented in the mind of people about an alpha male. In the mind of people, this is an alpha male who has a set of attributes, right? A cute appearance with brutality, an athletic body, right? A sports car, a fashionable outfit, and a lot of money. So this picture is not even close to reality, because in the life of those who meet this criterion, they might not have even a small part of the leadership abilities. Let's take a look at the brightest type of males who are mistakenly told this is an alpha male. I will give you 3 types. First type, it is fitness instructor. That is, he's not necessarily handsome, not always. There is no mountain of money, he don't have a lot of money. A sports car is perhaps a second-hand one, and then most of the time his car in a service. But a fitness guy have 2 objective advantages, but sadly they are all only in a love front. It is an athletic body and a constant traffic of women. I know many stories, even when a married girl drags the coach into the bed by herself. If you look from the outside, we can conclude that there are women. He has the usual templates of even the same acquaintances. And for him, this is done very simply and easily. I will tell you. Fitness instructor meets new woman and offers a free workout for her. Moreover, here is a competition between girls, because one begins to interact with him, right? And then she sees that another attractive lady comes to the lesson, right? And she's not alone anymore. There are 5 or maybe 10 girls, and she must fight between each other for his attention. That is, a man has a solid choice of attractive girls. Most guys would call him, of course, an alpha male, but it is really like that. Friends, it's not the appearance, that the feeling, it's important for us. An example is Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know him, right? Who became the youngest Mr. Universe, and the Australian culturist has inspired and inspires people till now, till today. In his biography, he wrote that until the age of 69, he later got married. Before that, he treated closeness to a woman as a primitive function of the body. That is, he was more interested in his own records, the popularity of bodybuilding and achievements in his life. Now let's look at the most of the men right now. They go to the gym. Why? Because the women like it. Will they get more attention? Yes, of course they will get. The objective significance will grow. But do you know how many at the consultation I saw people who had everything fine with women, but in one moment they found one and then everything lost. That is, he gave up on the training, scored on himself, and was left with nothing, with 0. Probably many of outside people called him an alpha male before he began to be a deer. And what made Arnold a real leader? Made conviction correct goal settings. Do you understand what's the matter of correct goal settings? The second candidate for the role of being an alpha, it is a wealthy man. He has money, an apartment in the middle of city, an expensive car. He dresses stylishly and expensively, of course. At various hangouts and some dating sites, there are a lot of fish that will surely bite on such a fat bite. And the man will even choose whom he will meet today or maybe tomorrow. We have a similar situation as with athletes. There are a lot of spectacular women around, and he again has one competitive advantage. This is money. In the mass consciousness, he is an alpha. But true is his faith, it is often invaluable, and I saw it many times in my consultation. It all ends in multi-million-dollar divorces, and the most important question remains: with who will stay the children, because half money already left. The third candidate is a young guy who pick up artist, professional. He's constantly get to know women. Hence his advantage, the developed skills of conduction the first 2 or maybe 3 dates. There is a huge stratum of women with a reduced social responsibility who by themselves want a man to take them. This is the main audience of the pickup artist, pickup man. While others shy, he uses his confidence and take a woman by himself. In the eyes of his friends, he is of course an alpha, but the source of love, success, nothing more than a set of communication skills and his own basic some significance. Do you know how many of these were at the consultation with their problem? They usually say, yes, I could with anyone in my city, and then I decided to build some serious relationship, and in the end everything ended very bad. The fact is, dominant status does not directly depend on the number of women what you have in your life. And how many times have men who could once be called an alpha male turns to me, but inside their relationship they made the most common mistakes, a loss of balance of significance, some emotions, dependence, and of course humiliation, apologizes, sorry baby. Fitness instructor, business pickup or pickup artist, like all the other guys, they're destroying their self-esteem. They all brought themselves to the state of I love her, I cannot live without her, other girls not interested for me, I want to return her under a journey. And where was their dominance? Where did the dominance go after they broke up? It amazes me that many who have everything in order now with women today, they naively think, even laugh at their friends who fell into this love trap. They thinking that they will never be in same position. The concept of an alpha male has decreased and outlived itself. I do not recommend focusing on it. In my opinion, it is better to look at men through the prism of true and false goals. That is, on the one hand, we have a man with correct attitudes. They think strategically and trust only practice. Such people have strong convictions. They will never allow them to fall into the trap of falling in love. For them, personal goals are more important than falling in love. Many people now thought, okay, engage in self-development, do business, and everything will be amazing. Not people, not at all. In my practice, there was a case that a man he loved planned everything. He practically did not have any relationship until he was 30, because he was engaged in self-development, in business. He's really wealthy man. Then he thought that he would just take and find some girls which seems to fit for him. It will fit into his strategy and everything will be fine. But Unfortunately, everything went according to a completely different scenario. That is, he did not understand what a woman is and how to predict any events about women, which are associated with her, right? And how to handle it, how to read emotions and control it. Therefore, it should be not oversimplified. Here I would like to emphasize that personal goals are more important than some emotions. Emotions in the background, because just the second group of men are emotionally dependent little boys. They have money, right? And many women even, and appearance maybe, and maybe even wealthy. But this is not add masculine qualities to them at all. Now I will say a thing that men and some part of my subscribers simply refuse to believe, but I have such acquaintances with whom I personally know. It's a man who have a model appearance. That is, they even go to a manicure and pedicure, strive even once every 10 days. In addition to be a pretty appearance, they regularly visit gyms, have an athletic, beautiful, handsome physique. There are 100 kilograms of clean muscle mass. Everything is fine, of course, with finances, expensive car, and even more than one. The objective significance is such that a woman can turn around and ask for acquaintances by themselves. Even such a man finds an opportunity to be a deer. Crowds of women run after him, and he chooses from the crowd the one that breaks him morally from inside. At best, they broke up. At worst, it is division of property, his money and children. There is no time for a manicure anymore. Now I propose to compare these handsome alpha males with the inconspicuous Johnny Smith, someone who has the right conviction. He does not even have such external data. He may not even not rich person, but he has a firm position in life. The main priority for him it is his own life and the realization of his own plans. He is passionate about his own goals, so he chooses a woman which one does not cause problems. That is, he will never choose a problematic some woman. Yes, maybe in a week he does not sleep with 10 new models, but for that he does not suffer from his ex-girls. So tell me, which of them is an alpha male? If you make out the concept of alpha male, this is a biological term. Even the zoological, this is word spelling determines the leader of the pack. Although we have a lot in common with animals, the human is much complicated, and it is not correct to show the level of power in society with such a crude concept. Moreover, even in the animal kingdom, alpha does not have some absolute power in pack. Example, it's a wolf pack. Leadership in them is situational. There are one wolf who is good in the battle of the territory and leads the defense and maybe some attack. Another wolf may be best hunter in the pack. When they corner their prey, it is this male who takes control and attack first. The position depends on the skills that are currently able to be beneficial in some current moment. By the way, it is not the strongest who survives in the wild, but the smartest and able to cooperate between each other. That is, the most successful animal has intelligence and the ability to predict some several steps ahead, as well as developed sociality. The ability to get food together and keep things safe, it's more important. Once again, I will emphasize intelligence and developed sociality. Aggression is certainly important, but it plays a secondary role. Suppose a bear is aggressive, incredibly strong animal, right? But socially developed wolves usually takes food away from him. One wolf distracts the bear, and the other wolf steals the food from the bear. The stereotypes notion that domination is strange and aggressions deceive you and prevent you from thinking. Not so long time ago was a fight in the UFC between Adesanya and strong Paulo Costa. And many believe that Paulo Costa had a chance because he more big and he more muscular. Although in principle he was not dexterous. Nobody cares and nobody gave a chance to Adesanya. Nobody cares that the pitching and the fast fighter have completely different skills and training. This is how the assessment is made according to external some parameters in a formulaic way. You bet on the big guy and you lost. So, as you can see, strength and aggression as a main criterion of a pack leader is just a false template. And people are not wolves, and ours is even more complicated. Therefore, the traits of leader in a human society are charisma, high sociality, the ability to unite people together with the common goals, communication skills, enable a leader to effectively some create benefits for society. Therefore, the environment respects such a person, of course, and respect for people gives the leader a sense of the right to power. And the leader is an authoritative specialist in the field of conflict resolution or maybe some making difficult decisions. Of course, the basic value, the importance of such a leader in eyes of the woman is very high, because the woman see in him the ability to take power into the hands, into his own hands. But this concept of an alpha, it is distort the essence of leadership, and people who love critical thinking think, so I become an alpha male, and all the girls will be mine. Let's put everything clear. Women are a consequence of leadership. The attention of the opposite sex is a bonus, not a goal. That is, a real leader is obsessed with his own business and not with some kind of bad success. Success with the fair sex is just an additional attribute and nothing more. And while you measure your male toughness by the amount of female attention, then you are in the bigger position. That is like a, give me another piece of cake for the hungry alpha male. Look like it's like this. You spend a lot of time on external data, show all that you have more girls, which are not important. And at this time, the leader walks past a crowd of beautiful some ladies, to his favorite job, to an important some competition, or maybe simply goes home satisfied with his success that are significant for his development. So, my friend, be the leader, not the alpha male, okay? If the information helped you, smash like and subscribe my YouTube channel. And of course, wait in the next video. Be the leader.